my channel. It's Haley. If you're new here, welcome. I am a mom of 2 little girls and newly pregnant with a brand new little baby. So I'm excited to share my journey with you guys. This week's video, or today's video, is going to be about my 2-week wait. We all know about the dreaded 2-week wait. So this is our 3rd baby and I'm thinking it's gonna be the last. I will tell you guys what made me finally decide to try. Because honestly, before now, I was really against it. I really wanted to not be pregnant for a while. I wanted to, like, you know, be able to live our lives a little bit. But honestly, let me tell you, there's 2 things that kind of went into this. COVID happened and I was like, we're literally just sitting at home. Like, we thought this was gonna be over, you know, I'm sure just like a lot of people, we thought it was going to be over pretty soon. It was just gonna be, you know, another swine flu. We were gonna get over it. We didn't think all of this stuff was gonna blow up and turn into what it is now. So that was half of my decision. We're literally sitting around doing nothing. And then another one was thinking about restarting. You know, waiting longer, the longer I wait, I feel that it's gonna be harder to restart the pregnancy phase, the baby phase, the not sleeping phase, all of that kind of stuff. I feel like it's going to be harder. Now, I also have a lot of mom friends who have 3 kids, and a lot of them told me that having 3 is much easier than having 2, because when you're going from 1 to 2, it's like, the one, you know, the one that you already have, so like Kaya, when I had Zaina, she was always like, they were almost not fighting for my attention, because of course the newborn can't fight, but the newborn needs you more than your toddler, and my toddler didn't really understand that, so of course she was like always like, I want your attention too, you know, so it was a lot of pull and grab. Whereas whenever you have the 3rd one, everybody was telling me that the oldest 2, you know, they play. They're satisfied with each other. They have a friend, they have somebody to play with and be off with, and you can take care of the baby without it really being like a struggle between the kids. So I will say that, and a lot of people said, like 2 is 6. They were like, it really doesn't matter. 2 is a lot, so adding 1 more is not gonna be a lot. I'm sure you guys know I love being pregnant. I think it's a beautiful thing. I feel the most beautiful. I feel the most like, I don't know, powerful. Like, I feel the most myself pregnant because I feel like I'm doing something so amazing. I'm building a human being that's going to better our lives, and I just love it. But I do think that this is going to be my last pregnancy. So let's enjoy it. Let's share it together. Let's have a good time. Let's do these vlogs every week, and I will share as much as I can with you guys because I know you guys crave content, and I craved it when I was pregnant too. So let's get into the 2-week wait and how I found out that I was pregnant. You guys, every time that I have been pregnant, I have found out at 2 weeks. I have found out, I would just like say a week after conception or a couple days after conception. Now let me tell you how. With my first baby, with Kaya, my oldest, at 2 weeks before I found out, of course I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think I was pregnant. I didn't think anything of it. I had gotten in the shower one day and my nipples hurt so bad, you guys, so bad. Like, the water hurt them so bad, and that was my first symptom ever. And I was like, this is so weird. Am I gonna start my period early? I remember thinking that, and then of course, 2 weeks later, I was pregnant. So with my second, I had gone out with my friends. This time I knew I might be pregnant. Like, it was like I knew that I was not trying. Does that make sense? Like, I knew I wasn't taking my birth control. So like, obviously it was a possibility, right? So I got out with my friends. It was one of my friends' birthdays. We had a little bit to drink. I did not have a lot to drink, you guys, and I was throwing up that night, all night long, like as if I went crazy, right? And I remember thinking in my head, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Like, I know I'm pregnant. 2 weeks later, I found out that I was pregnant. Another symptom that I had in that little 2-week period, even after that little, like, I mean, I could have just been sick, right? Another thing I felt was the feeling of my milk coming down. So like, and it's funny because that's probably what I was feeling with Kaya, but of course I just didn't know what that felt like. So when your milk comes down, it's like a warm sensation from the top, like literally from inside your chest, and then it goes all the way to your nipples and squeezes at your nipples, and then your nipples like hurt really bad for like a second. So I had that feeling when I was pregnant with Zaina, really in the beginning, like maybe 2 weeks before I found out, 1 week before I found out. Again, that happened to me 2 weeks before I found out that I was pregnant. This time I was really trying, you guys. Like, it wasn't that I was like it wasn't that I was just like, oh, I'll stop taking my birth control and see what happens. I did really want to be pregnant. So like, I feel like I was looking for symptoms more this time. So at 2 weeks, I had that same my milk coming down, and literally immediately I texted my friend. I was like, girl, I'm pregnant. I already know it. I already know I'm pregnant. I was like, I already know I'm pregnant. I have the feeling of like my milk falling. This girl doesn't have any babies. So she was like, what are you talking about? Literally 2 weeks later, oh, well, let me tell you a little bit more. So I had that feeling, actually you guys, it was probably a week before. So a week before, a week after I had that feeling, we went to Colorado on Friday. We had our little Colorado trip, whatever. Saturday, we went skiing. So Saturday morning, we went skiing. You guys, it was the most fun of my life. I've never had that much fun. I didn't have any falls, so thank God. But I was so tired, y'all, walking up the hills. Now, of course, I was in Colorado, so like there's not as much air. Like the air is more thin. I was in the mountains, so of course, like that would attribute to being tired. But you guys, I was like out of breath for real walking up like just to the bunny slope. So I was telling Dakari, I was like, I think I'm pregnant because I really can't breathe right now. And so whatever, we went out there up on our day. Sunday comes, that night comes, and I was so nauseous. I tried to go to bed. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I could not go to sleep because I was so nauseous. Now I wasn't telling Dakari any of this because I felt like I was pregnant, and I really wanted to surprise him this time. The last 2 times I was literally like, I'm pregnant, like I peed on a stick, like here you go. So I wanted to surprise him because again, like I said, I was really trying for this baby. I woke up in the morning and I was still really nauseous, and that was when I was like, honestly, if I wasn't pregnant, I had already decided in my head I'm pregnant, like at that point. So I went home, we got home, we flew home, we got home at like around like 4. I went to HEB to go get a pregnancy test. I got a few pregnancy tests, you guys. I'm psycho. I'm actually psycho. I'll get the pregnancy test real quick for you. But these are all the pregnancy tests that I took because I was so sure and I kept thinking they were coming up wrong. So I came home on Monday and I took a pregnancy test. Now that pregnancy test was completely negative. I can show you guys. Well, a lot of these are like ruined. You're not gonna be able to see them. They're like old at this point, but I'll show you the ones that really matter. So I came home and I took a pregnancy test. It was completely negative, you guys. No line, not even a faint line. So I was like, what the hell? Like, I know I'm pregnant. It was so funny because I didn't believe it. So I was like, I know I'm pregnant, but okay, whatever. Like, I'll wait until the morning because your morning pee is like more potent in the HCG that the pregnancy test is looking for. So I waited until the morning. I took a pregnancy test. It's one of these pink line tests. So let me see if I can find it and show you guys what it looked like, because there is the tiniest line on here. I'm telling you guys, y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but there was the tiniest line on this pregnancy test, and I was like, okay, I'm pregnant. Like, I already know I'm pregnant. So let me show you guys. Here is the pregnancy test. Y'all are gonna be like, girl, we're not dumb. Okay. There is a tiny line on here. I can't see it on the viewfinder. I'm sure you guys probably can't, you definitely can't see it either, but there's a very, very tiny line on here. So that was the pregnancy test that I took that morning. It was Monday morning that I had come home, so that would be Tuesday morning. So Tuesday morning I took that test, and I saw that faint line, but it wasn't enough for me. You know, I was like, I don't really feel like, I don't know, like it didn't really say anything, so I went to the store and I bought more tests. Like a crazy person, but I really went to the store because I wanted to buy a digital test. So I bought a digital test and I bought a few more just like cheap HEB brand tests. I bought two more packages. 2 more packages of tests because I wanted a variety. So I had ones that did the cross like this and ones that just did the line, but both were blue lines, so that's important. So this is Tuesday now. So Tuesday night, I took 2 of those tests. I just took 1 of each. You guys aren't gonna be able to see the lines here, but there were very, very, very faint lines on both of them. These are like completely messed up. Like I said, they were cheap tests. But I took 1 of each. So like 1 with the pink and 1 with the purple top, but they're both blue line tests. Now, of course, being a freak researcher, I went and researched, and everybody on the internet was saying that the blue line test can give you a false positive because you're seeing like the shadow or whatever, but the pink line test, these people were like, with our experience, the pink line test don't, like if you see a line, it's a line on the pink line test, right? I was like, God, so now I have to go get more pink tests. So I went and got more pink tests. I woke up the next morning, I took a pink test, and that line was pretty clear. Let me show you guys this one. So this one, this line was, it was like, okay, no, like you're 100% pregnant. Like, so I very much doubt you guys can even see it, but there's a very, very tiny line here. It's like right here. Like, y'all see it kind of when I like block the light. Again, I was still just confused because they were so light. So I don't know, I was just kind of confused, and I also kind of started getting worried, like why are they so light? And then I took a digital on that test, and the digital said no. And so I was so upset. I was like, I really wanted to get a digital to tell Dakari. And I also, again, was going through all of this without Dakari. I waited again, I waited a whole day. Those days are like the worst. They're like the longest wait. So I waited a whole day. Now Thursday is actually the day that I missed my period. So that would be the day that I could test. So Thursday, I woke up and I took another pink line test. Now this test was clear. It was like, yes ma'am, you are pregnant, 100% sure. It was a very dark line. Let me find that one. Thursday morning. So here it is. I know you guys can definitely see that line there. And I took another digital test, and I was like, please, please, please just come up as pregnant so I can tell Dakari today. And I came up pregnant. I was so excited. So then that's when I told Dakari. I know you guys already saw the video of me telling Dakari, but that was my 2-week wait, almost exactly, because I felt that feeling of like my milk letting down to going to Colorado. So those were 2 weeks, and then coming back from Colorado, that's when I started testing. So that was pretty much my whole 2-week wait. I didn't have any more real like symptoms. Then of course, like I said, I wasn't like tracking my ovulation, so I wasn't taking my temperature, I wasn't peeing on ovulation strips or anything like that. I was really just kind of like in limbo waiting, but I had a few symptoms that made me feel really pregnant. It was funny, one of my friends was like, girl, like, I swear, like, you're gonna manifest yourself being pregnant if you're not, and your hormones are just gonna make you pregnant. I really just knew that I was pregnant from that first feeling of having that feeling of that milk being let down. I never have that feeling. But other than that, that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super excited to go on this pregnancy journey with you guys. I actually will be posting this at the same time as my 4-week update. So I hope you guys enjoy both of the videos. If you do, please consider following my channel and giving this video a like and a comment if you really liked it. Also, if you have any questions, if you want me to do anything else on here, I would love to do whatever you guys want. So I'll talk to you later.